Liverpool look to have moved swiftly to complete a deal that has caught many by surprise. With little warning and minimal noise surrounding the situation beforehand, the development has quickly gathered attention as details begin to emerge. It's a move few predicted, and one that could have interesting implications for the club moving forward. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool have quietly wrapped up an unexpected piece of transfer business, with goalkeeper Fabian Morizette completing a surprise move to Major League Soccer side FC Cincinnati. The 22-year-old has joined the American outfit on a loan deal that includes an option to make the transfer permanent, opening the door for a potential long-term exit from Anfield. The move had been in the works for some time, but was delayed by visa complications before finally being confirmed. Morizette first arrived on Merseyside in 2020 after impressing during a trial following his time with Polish side FC Wrocław. Despite his early promise, opportunities at senior level have remained limited, leaving him largely on the fringes of the first team setup. Last season, the Poland youth international spent time out on loan, featuring for Swedish side IF Brommapojkarna and Forest Green Rovers, but returned to Liverpool earlier this campaign to work primarily as a training goalkeeper with the club's under-21s. With his pathway to the senior squad becoming increasingly crowded, Liverpool looked to secure another move for Morizette in January, and that process has now resulted in his switch to MLS. He joins Pat Noonan's Cincinnati squad as the club's third-choice goalkeeper, sitting behind established number 1 Roman Celentano and experienced deputy Evan Loro. While there is no guarantee of immediate minutes during his loan spell, the inclusion of an option to buy clause signals the club's interest in potentially keeping him beyond the end of the deal. Despite signing a new long-term contract with Liverpool before heading out on loan last season, Morizette's chances of forcing his way into the senior setup had become increasingly slim. Within the academy structure, younger goalkeepers such as Cornel Misho and Bailey Hall have been highly regarded, while Vítězslav Jaros has continued to push forward as the leading candidate to step up as the club's next senior backup. As a result, a move away from Anfield had long seemed the most likely outcome for the Polish stopper. The switch to MLS offers Morizette a fresh environment and the opportunity to prove himself in a new league. If he can make an impression in Cincinnati, the option for a permanent transfer could provide the stability and regular pathway he has struggled to find on Merseyside. And even if the deal does not ultimately become permanent, a successful spell in the United States could help him attract interest elsewhere as he looks to kickstart the next chapter of his career. In other news, Virgil van Dijk did not attempt to hide his frustration after Liverpool suffered a disappointing 2-1 defeat to Wolves, delivering a brutally honest verdict on a performance he felt fell far below the standards expected of the team. Following a run of 4 consecutive victories in all competitions, including 3 straight wins in the Premier League, Liverpool travelled to Molineux hoping to continue their momentum. Instead, the Reds produced a sluggish display that allowed the league's bottom side to claim a valuable 3 points. For long periods, Liverpool struggled to impose themselves on the contest. Despite dominating possession, they created very little in the final third and lacked the sharpness required to break down a determined Wolves defence. The game appeared to be drifting toward a stalemate before it burst into life late on. Rodrigo Gomez fired Wolves ahead in the 78th minute, capitalising on Liverpool's lack of defensive urgency. Mohamed Salah responded almost immediately to level the score and briefly give the visitors hope of salvaging a result. However, Wolves struck again late in the match to seal a dramatic victory and leave Liverpool with nothing to show for their efforts. As the final final whistle sounded, Van Dijk's body language on the pitch reflected the mood of a side that knew it had fallen short. Speaking to TNT Sports after the match, the Liverpool captain delivered a blunt assessment of the performance. "I think it's down to ourselves," he said. "We were slow, we were predictable, sloppy in possession, and wrong decision making. Obviously, we didn't concede chances, but if you perform like that, then a result like this could be a result of that, and that's a fact, and that's disappointing." Liverpool had shown signs of addressing their well-documented issue with slow starts in their previous outing against West Ham, where they began the game with far greater intensity. Yet at Molineux, the same problems resurfaced, with the Reds again struggling to build momentum in the early stages. The statistics underline that concern. Liverpool have now scored in the first half of just 11 of their 29 league matches this season, and they have found the net only 5 times within the opening 30 minutes of Premier League games. Asked about the recurring slow starts, Van Dijk acknowledged that there is no single explanation for the issue. "The thing is, there's not one reason why that's the case," he explained. "The game nowadays in general will be overanalyzed why things are happening on the pitch. We as a team, we want to start the game as well as we can." Despite controlling possession against Wolves, Liverpool repeatedly made poor decisions in the final third and failed to convert territorial dominance into meaningful chances, a problem their captain openly admitted. "Last game we did. Today we had the majority of the possession, but we were still making the wrong decisions and couldn't find the end product," Van Dijk added. "In the end, it's just disappointing that we lost it today." Fortunately for Liverpool, there will be little time to dwell on the defeat. The two sides will meet again on Friday night at Molineux in the FA Cup 5th round, offering the Reds an immediate opportunity to respond. Van Dijk believes the setback also serves as a timely reminder that despite recent positive results, Liverpool is still a work in progress this season. It was always going to be an ups and downs season for multiple reasons, and the league is strong, the league is demanding. Every 3 or 4 days it's a big battle, he continued. We need everyone at their best. We need a big squad in this sense, and we need results. The last couple of weeks we've had the results, and today we didn't. It says that we still have work to do. That's pretty obvious and what we should focus on. For Liverpool, the message from their captain was clear. Improvement is still required, and a swift response will be expected when they return to action. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.